Was this my original goal? No. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Riley K. Jones. I'm a writer, teacher, and author tuber. And today let's talk about Camp Nanowrimo. Some of you may be wondering, what is Camp Nanowrimo? Camp Nanowrimo is put together by the people at NaNoWriMo. It is very similar to NaNoWriMo, where you would write 50,000 words in 30 days. However, in Camp NaNowrimo, you get to choose the word count that you would like to choose. Have I participated in Camp NaNowrimo before? And the answer is yes. I did Camp NaNowrimo for April last year with actually the first draft of the current draft that is now my author mentor match manuscript. And for that project, for that project, I did 20,000 words just in April alone. And first of all, can we just admit and just sit back to say that it has been a year for a lot of things that happened, and in so many ways. Like last year was so different. Like I moved, I got a new job, I was working on this manuscript, and then, March kind of blew up in our faces. But I've also made some huge steps this year where I made this channel. I completed my Camp NaNowrimo manuscript. I got beta readers for my Camp NaNowrimo manuscript. I queried my Camp NaNowrimo manuscript. I even got so close to getting an agent, but just not quite there. But that manuscript also was able to be accepted into author mentor match. So it's been a crazy year. So what am I going to do for Camp NaNowrimo this year? I'm going to be working on mostly revisions for my last year's Camp NaNowrimo project. And this is because just the way it worked out, I would be done with my revisions with my mentor mid-April. So I'm going to work on revisions for this Camp NaNowrimo for my last Camp NaNowrimo's manuscript. But I do hope to start working on my next project as well during April, whether that is planning and plotting and figuring out characters or actual writing. Was this my original goal? No. It was not my original goal because I had no idea I was going to be chosen for author mentor match. So that was a really happy surprise in my basket to be able to do this. So with Camp NaNowrimo, you have the opportunity to choose your word count goal. So I actually don't have a word count goal. Since I'm doing revisions, I'm mostly working in batches. I do have my 3-week plan of 1 week revising Act 1, 2 weeks of revising Act 2, and 3 weeks to revise Act 3 in time to meet my deadline, which I'm a little bit behind, but only slightly. I really have no idea when it comes to the word count goal, but I'll probably just, set myself a 10,000 word count goal for my next project. I'm setting the bar pretty low here for myself just so that way I don't face the burnout of NaNoWriMo, especially since there's a lot of different things going on in my life that I don't want to face the burnout like I did at last actual NaNoWriMo. So what do I love most about Camp NaNowrimo? What I love most about Camp NaNowrimo is the fact of the timing. It happens in April, and there's also one in July, and the time of year is just so different for me than November is, because November is just crazy hectic busy school season. Like it's always 10 million times worse than April. Even though they're both end of the quarter months, it's just this weird twist. I think it's the Christmas holidays packed with the Thanksgiving holidays always being so family focused, also so just busy focused. Like Easter is around the same time, and yet it doesn't feel as crazy and as busy as like a Christmas or Thanksgiving is. So that's one thing I really love about Camp NaNowrimo is the fact that, like, okay, We don't have to have the busyness, but we still have the same challenge. Another thing about Camp NaNoWriMo in April is I just seem to personally be more rejuvenated in April. I think it's just something about the warm weather on the horizon, being able to open up your windows, have the fresh air. Something about that makes me want to write more, makes me want to, go outside, get some vitamin D, and be more creative. So, those are things that really help me as a writer, and I think that helps motivate myself to get into high gear and actually do some writing. Another thing that I love about the camps is the fact that you can control the amount of words that you can write in a month. You don't there isn't this big lofty expectation of hitting 50,000 words in order to win Camp NaNoWriMo. You can set it as high or low as you want. And that to me is just so relieving because being a full-time teacher and having so many other different responsibilities, it can get pretty crazy and hectic, and you can't always control what day or how your week is going to look like. You don't have that luxury. That's just life. And so being able to be like, okay, I know realistically I can hit 20,000 to 30,000 in a good month. So let's aim for that. And although that's not maybe a full book, side note, 50,000 words is not a full book either for most age specific genres. But knowing that I don't have to have that 50,000 word goal pressure is just so relieving, and actually I can write quite a bit more not having that goal. Something I did last year was I actually set myself, I think it was like a 60,000 word goal. It was, or it was like just finish the last 2/3 of the book. And I did not complete that in April, but I did complete that in then May. So between April and May, I finished the book. So even if it's something that you're like, hey, I did not meet my word goal, but I developed a healthy habit of writing every day, or at least writing every few days and getting the word count goal up, great. That is what I think these camps and these NaNoWriMo projects are for, is to really help develop that discipline so that way you can write more and more consistently. Having the accountability of the Camp NaNoWriMo really does boost you to, at least even if you're just writing every day or even every other day or every couple of days, and just developing those habits and developing those along the way to complete the badges, because they always have these cool fun badges for different things that you hit. And if you can at least develop that habit, then you can have that discipline to carry you throughout, like I did, and able to finish out my book. I created a discipline. I was able to finish it out within those 2 months, and it was awesome. Like, that's what Camp NaNoWriMo is all about, is just so that you can get the discipline, get the tools on your belt, and get the dang thing written. And then you actually have a project you can go work back on and hopefully one day become published like many other authors out there. I hope this video has inspired you and motivated you to complete in Camp NaNoWriMo. Let me know in the comments down below if you're going to be participating in this year's Camp NaNoWriMo, and what project will you be working on? What is your word count goal? Will you be revising, or will you be working on a new project? Let me know in the comments down below. And I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please indicate that by giving this video a nice big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click subscribe. I release new videos on all things writing and reading every Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep writing, keep reading, and stay creative.